Hey everybody, it's Tracy here, February 3rd, 2025, and I'm going to do a video refresh of my craft room now that it's been cleaned, organized, and purged. I didn't do one last year just because I had some things going on, but that just meant more work for this year, right? Some things have changed a little bit, some things have changed not at all, and some have changed a lot. And I try to stick to the 30-day challenge from Jennifer Maker. I'll post a link down below if I can find it. And I started around January 5th. So not too bad, I suppose. I do need to label everything and I think that's go through a couple other things, but for the most part, it's done. So obviously my cuties stayed the same right here. It's the best place for them. And then I have this little sign that I made a couple years ago, working on my PhD projects, half finished. And then I still need to paint this room because I hate the color, but that means taking everything out. So right here, again, this has not changed. I think I shared it with you a while back. My husband built it for me with some lumber that we already had. I did, however, go in and fix it. I got rid of like 300 stamps as well and labeled them by theme because they were mostly given to me. I just didn't need all of them, I don't think. So eventually I may paint that. Down here, I just have a little pile of things that I've made. I need to find homes for them or sell them. And then, let's see, actually, we're going to go back up. Sorry about that, guys. I've had to restart this video a few times. So across the top here, you can see some things that I've made. And then there's some yardsticks. And the reason the yardsticks are there, I've already had them. Because I have these jars up here with my twine in them. And on the back side of that is our master bathroom, and the cabinet rattles a little bit, and I was worried they would fall off of there, so I thought that was perfect. So I did steal jars from my my canning stash downstairs. And so this is how I have them. And then have these lids that I picked up at the Dollar Tree for like a 2-pack for $1.25. So that's on my twines. I've realized I need to have everything visual. So most of my stuff is out in the open. I think I spent like maybe $100, $150 on storage, all from the Dollar Tree. So I don't think that's too bad considering if I would have bought the storage elsewhere. So here I have my cling stamps. And I have little dividers in them that I made out of these things. That's upside down. And it's just a 2-pack of cutting mats that I'd seen several other crafters do. And I was able to get 4 dividers out of each cutting mat. And then I rounded the corners on them and just took my whale tail punch, put that on there, and hand wrote the little whatever each one is. So I do need to get some more of the little pouches. I picked these up at Craft Warehouse a while back. And so I need some more. And then I just put little cardstock behind the cling stamps. Just, I don't know. So like here, it's just the cardstock on there. So I have my Christmas ones here. And then this one is Valentine's and spring, birthday, and fall/Halloween. Down here, these ones I didn't know what theme some of them were, so these are just my 2 miscellaneous trays. And then over here is all my alphabet ones. They're kind of sliding down, so I need to put like some kind of plastic packaging in there or something. Down here I have all my sentiment ones, and then here I have the girls. I didn't know that's what they are. They're girls. And nature. And then over here I have my calendar ones, as well as frames and borders. And these trays, I picked them up at the Dollar Tree as well. I do need to get a few more, I think. But for right now, it works. And my husband actually put in this shelf here, as well as this one for me. We already had the lumber, but I did have to pick up some brackets. Not a problem. Right here is my ink pad storage now. I was looking on Pinterest for ideas for my craft room, And I seen where the lady had made this out of foam board and glue. And I had 2 different color foam boards, so I decided to go with duct tape. And I'll try and post the link down below for that as well. Because I thought that was perfect. All my ink pads are all in one spot, except for my mini distress ink pads. And then I have up here just my little foam pads for my daubers, which I now have here instead of just throwing on the shelf. I picked this up at the Goodwill. A lot of y'all have it, I'm sure. And it had the regular pack as well as the extended pack. And I think I paid like 10 bucks. Brand new, still in the package. I wish I could find another one. But, hey, you know. So then down here, I have these containers that I got at the Dollar Tree. They're just little candy containers. They're throughout my room. And this is my wood buttons. And then the other 2 back here, sorry about that, guys, is all my mixed buttons that I picked up yard selling or whatnot. I didn't want the gold lids, but that's what they had. So it'll work. Right here is all my blank card bases. And then my Wreck This journal, which I did many years ago. I did for Relay for Life. Over here is just some fridge containers that I had in here. And since I ran out of my other storage and baskets till they restock at the Dollar Tree, that's what I'm using. And it has my cinch stuff in there as well as the different types of cuts that the mini cinch can do. Down here, I couldn't stand them up because the cube is kind of an odd size. But those binders there have Graphic 45 project kits that I have printed out off of their website. And then the books on top are just different ideas that I've done, challenges with my friends and whatnot. Down on the bottom is magazines for card making or scrapbook layouts or whatnot. And then my 31-day smash book challenge that I did in 2012 with a bunch of my crafty friends. I still haven't completed them, but it was so much fun. I feel like we need to do it again. This isn't normally laying on the floor, but I have it where I put it up there on top of this here, and that is what I originally had my cling stamps in. Picked these up at the Dollar Tree a couple years ago. And these four, because I'm out of baskets, has my metal dies and my sizzlets. And then, of course, my stamp. I forget what it's called. My Misty Stamper pad thing that makes sure you stamp in the right spot. Goes on top of there for right now, along with my acrylic blocks. And then in there is my Sizzix dies and my Tim Holtz dies as well. I bought out all of those clear baskets also. Right here's my embossing folders and silicone molds. And then that there is just my sewing accessories and whatnot. So this storage and one along the other side of the room is the only ones that I didn't pull out, which I think eventually I will. A little at a time. But so on the bottom 3 drawers is just envelopes for my junk journaling. And then I have doilies in this drawer. And then chipboard letters and shapes. Lots of doilies. And then this actually I picked up at our Goodwill recently. And I kind of called her out on it, but she still made me pay the $3 because look at the different prices. They literally marked it from the $5 clearance instead of the $1 clearance. But whatever, it's Tim Holtz. They're all there. Anyways, so onwards we have chipboard albums, some acrylic albums as well in some of these drawers. But I want to, because it is on the back side of our bedroom, the drawers are kind of noisy and my husband sleeps during the day for work. So my chipboard scraps and then more albums, and this one really doesn't like to open. So there's that. Up here I made another little foam storage thing and out of the foam board, and duct tape for all my buttons. And I just have them, most of them are separated by colors. But you know, that's what I have. And then, so this guy here, I found it at our Goodwill recently, and it's a snowman. I thought it was perfect for my Christmas buttons. And then this one here, I picked up a couple weeks ago at a Goodwill out of town, and it's Nightmare Before Christmas, and it just has all my little buttons, and there's some tags and stuff on there, vintage buttons that I picked up thrifting. Over here is another shelf that my husband put in for me, and it has these jars that I, again, took out of my canning stash, and they're kind of hard to tell in the video, but they're spirally jars, ball canning jars I got a few years ago, and I haven't really been doing a whole lot of canning, so, and it's clear storage, so I can visually see my stuff. That's my little creepy bear that lost his eyeballs I made in like elementary school or middle school. Right here is all my Christmas ribbons. And then this here is my fall and Halloween, and then my plaid, and then a couple other random seasonals there. And let's see, over here, so we have my Dollar Tree faux wall tiles and my stickers, and then that little thing is also stickers. And then I have a little tray right there that's eyelets that didn't make it into my jars. So then we're going to come back over here, and this is more storage that I wiped out. They're fridge containers and just some other baskets. And I mean, but they work perfect because they're clear. These jars here, I picked up at Craft Warehouse a couple years ago, and last year I think, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I found a good use for them. And then more jars for my stash and more of those Dollar Tree lids. And so I've got my rickrack in that one, this one, and then down here as well. Over here is my metal ribbon, and my mesh wire mesh, however you say that. And then let's see, over here, these were the baskets I started out with, but I couldn't find any more, so that's why I ended up with the ones that my clear stamps are in, which is perfectly fine. They're clear. And I just took and put them on playing cards. So this is my lace. I tried to do them by color, but some of them are hard to do. So that's my lace. And then right here is like some of that naturey type ribbon that the Dollar Tree sold a couple years ago. Same within here, except for that green one back there, that's from Hobby Lobby, and then some twine. And then the last couple shelves there is all my fabric. They were in drawers in there, but the drawers were falling apart and loud and squeaky, and again, I wanted visual. So some of them are in the fridge drawers, some of them are in the baskets, and I just did them mostly by color, best as I could. My little Mocha was trying to help me. That's my Christmas present puppy dog. So that's there. The only ones that are different, let me move this out of the way, are those two down there. That's my Christmas fabric. Other than that, that's all by color, the best that I can do. Over here, so these two here and that one back there is all my zippers. I had them hanging on a wall. I use them for my cards and my junk journaling, but I couldn't reach them very well. And then back here is just scraps of lace that were not enough to put on a card. So right here I have all my brads. These ones are like multicolored because I didn't want to mess with separating them. And then more brads here. I had to make a shelf, by the way, foam board, because I couldn't find my shelves that I took out years ago. And then more brads here as well. These little guys, I love them. I picked them up at the Goodwill several years ago, and they actually could lay down like that, but I thought those are perfect size. And let's see, more brads. Some of them are like themed, whatever. More brads there. And then this here is brads as well. And then these three, because I wanted variety of storage and I wasn't sure what I needed. So this has like, this first jar, it has my snaps in it, and then I've got flips and just random ephemera, metal pieces. Like this one here, you can see there's like letters and stuff on those ones. This one is eyelets, different shapes and whatnot. And this one here is eyelets as well, mostly a mixed of colors and shapes and whatnot. Right here is my bias tape and more bias tape. And that was perfect because I was hoping to use those baskets and I still had that gap and I don't want all that wasted space. Down here is all my different colors of spools ribbon and more. All of my ribbon and bias tape was in the next storage I'm going to show you, but I couldn't get to it very well. So I felt this was better. Plus it worked out for my craft punches. And more ribbon. And more ribbon. Okay. So then we're not going to discuss that. No. Over here, this was something I made just a couple of years ago. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I had to hang it up there. So this didn't change. This is all my beads. Well, not all of them. I think some are on the other side of the room as well. I did notice today, this, I had it sitting on my desk. You can see the color faded because it was in the sunlight. And then back there is just wood rings for a project. That punch won't fit in the storage that I have for my others. This jar, I do have a lid for it, but this is just like a mismatch of buttons and eyelets and flips and brads and whatnot. That's an olive jar. This here I picked up at Ross a few years ago. It was full at one time, so you can tell I've used them. I do have the lid for that as well. And then my craft sticks and my candy stash. Up here is my florals that it's on a little thing from the Dollar Tree. It's supposed to be like for your paintbrushes and whatnot, but I thought that worked perfect for that. And then these are spice racks that hold all my washi tapes. And let's see here. And then down here, so we have my lace and my floral, like flower ribbons. And more lace. And then down that one is the twine with the buttons on it. And more lace and pipe cleaners there. Over here is like just random. This one has fibers in it and carpet trim and then burlap and burlap. Down here is where I had my ribbon before. And there's a little gap there, which is because there's a power strip there. I'm going to get a different one so I can push it all the way over. But that's why I took them out of there, is because I could not get into it very well to get my ribbons and whatnot. So, up here I have my jewelry findings and one little box of ribbon. And then this one here is more ribbon. The only reason those are in there is because they came in those containers when I bought them. Over here I have some hearts and star punches, my paper crimper and adhesives. This actually is sports tape, which works really well for junk journaling. Punches, I try to separate them by themes, or styles, I should say. I did get about 30 or more that I am planning on trying to sell. If that doesn't happen, then I'll donate. Corner punches, tag punches, and then just odds and ends, tab punches and whatnot. And then this bottom one is border punches. So, and like I said, I have just that one punch that won't fit in there because it's too tall for any of the drawers. So then we're going to move over here. And this is one of my trolley carts that I have. I don't know if it's really a trolley cart, but that has, on the bottom, it has my, what is down there? Fabric swatches. And some more Christmas ribbon and bandanas. We have the the foil flakes I picked up, Dollar Tree, hot glue sticks. These are some of the things that I made with my silicone molds with the hot glue. And then my husband made me this guy here and this one here for my pops of color from scrapbook.com, my heat tool. And then on the top, we have my alcohol inks and clips and score tape. And this little guy, a friend of mine gave me, that was from her work, and they were just going to throw it out. And I was like, hey, I'll take it. So it has my glimmer mists and whatnot that I forget, even though they're right next to my desk. And then we have my desk. So the top is just like random memory keepsakes things. My husband actually made that on his CNC machine. My bow maker. My daughter, when she was in high school, she'll be turned 30 in a couple days. And then my Q-tips, because you never know when you do crafting. That my granddaughter actually painted, and I thought it turned out really cool. She just was like, can I craft with you? And I was like, sure. So I'll share that with you. That's the granddaughter. Those old pictures. So this is an ice cube tray that I picked up for 25 cents several years ago. I'm sure I've shared it before. My bone folders, nail files, scrapers, whatnot. And this little guy I picked up at the Goodwill last year. It's got randoms there. My current project I was working on before I decided to do my room. And that's just a napkin holder, but I seen somebody mention it as a good place to put your paper pieces or whatnot for the project you're currently working on. I was like, that's a clever idea. So there we go. Over here's my Jenga blocks and clothespins. And then we're not going to open the drawers because I didn't get to those. Down here we just have my shims and then craft sticks and dowels. And then my wood planks and cubes from the Dollar Tree. Back there I have a big box of shims that I picked up at work because, I craft with them a lot. And craft sticks that I was going to wrap my ribbon on, and I decided that wasn't going to work. All my wood pieces, which is funny that I buy them because we live in the woods. Anyways, my alphabet squares and cubes there. Some more of those lids. And then my clips and my Sew Easy tool. Back there is the rope from the Dollar Tree and paint stir sticks. And then these are just like my Tim Holtz sticker books. And then ephemera packs that I've picked up. Yard selling, Goodwills, Temu. Those are smaller masterboards that I made for my junk journaling. Down here is just florals. More florals. And then that one is laser cuts from the Dollar Tree and a backup trimmer. And then over here, so this is my current project, that I have my glue pot, my etch cream, backup hot glue guns, that kind of thing. My diaper wipes, and my glue, my tape guns, my fan, sanders, that kind of thing. And then this is the toolbox I got when everybody was making a big deal about the Lowe's Cobalt toolbox, and I went to Tractor Supply and got this because I thought it was a nicer one. Bigger too. So that has like my tin snips, my crocodiles in there, and then my pliers and my glue pot glue, which I won't buy it again. I'll just cut up glue sticks. And then just my adhesives and rulers and Cricut tools and stuff like that right there. And then I have my little things that my husband printed me on his 3D printer for my glue bottles. And then on the other side of this chair is my other workstation, which is not always clean, but right now it is. That is a video I need to do, that I finished that before my room cleaning, but after Christmas. Down there is my acrylic glue, chalk paints here. And so that's that. I just took some boards and threw them on here and painted them because I don't use the top two baskets. So then we're going to go over here to this other corner. Not much has changed over here. My pegboard is still all the same. Somebody suggested to take it and turn it the other way, but I can barely reach it as it is. So that's all pretty much the same there. I wanted this to be another work area, but it didn't pan out so well. But I have my die cutting machines here and all my pens and markers. Back here, down there is just my crib spindles that I got a year or two ago. Some more floral. In there is all the plates and whatnot I need for my Gemini and my Big Shot. Down there is a tray that has all my We Are Memory Keepers, or they've changed their name, I think. Anyways, my punch board's there. And then, so back here is my diamond dots art. I have nowhere to put it right now. And then this is scrapbook pages and layouts that I found cleaning my room from 2009, 10, 11, and 12. So I need to get back to that. I do have the photos, so that's not a problem. Back there is just some ceramic tiles. This thing I picked up, I don't know, like a month or two ago at the Goodwill, and it's just chock loaded with wood pieces with the container for $5. And there's spindles and whatnot in there. And let's see. So down here I have some wood tags and circles and wood words there, more surfaces. And then I have my clothespins and spools, more wood surfaces, and then wood words. That's hard to say. Anyways, so back here I have 3 paper towel holders from the Dollar Tree. Somebody suggested putting your tape on there, and I thought that was a clever idea. And then my wood biscuits, which I didn't realize I had that many, but I just used some of my vintage jars I have. And this enamelware bowl that I picked up thrifting. Over here, this hasn't changed either. It's, except for the 2 yellow ones, they're Dollar Tree storage for my Scrabble tiles and dice. And let's see, down here is more Scrabble tiles. And then more Scrabble tiles. This here, I picked it up when I got that bowl. And it is full of these little guys. So if I need feet or handles or whatever, I've got a few of them on hand. In here is just some wood stars. I don't even remember where I got them at, but I thought they're cool because they're nice and chunky. And then back behind that is this little jar, and they're magnetic, and there's like letters and numbers in there. So I thought that would be great for junk journaling as well. All my burlaps, and then the very bottom one is metal surfaces. Over here, like I said again, none of this has really changed. The only thing I've added over here is all the binder clips, because I had them in a different container, but again, visual. And then I have in here all the plates off the front of the drawers that we pulled out of my room, because I was trying to salvage whatever I could from those. We did repurpose the drawers though. This is where all my junk journaling stuff was at. Well, some of it. Some of it was here, some of it was there. It was all over the room, and now it's all combined together. So this is the only other set of drawers in the room. So my peg board stuff, and then I have my jump rings here. And then here, I definitely need to go through this because this is rub-ons, and a while back I tried to use some and they were not working. That's how old they are. In here is all my pearl strands, which I did go through and get rid of some of those. And these 2 drawers, they're all the same, but I'm going to have to go through them because they are jamming up on the drawer. But it's my metal ephemera, mostly Tim Holtz, but some other stuff. So I need to go through that as well. That's both of those drawers. Down here is my Christmas ephemera. Some of it's like from, I don't know, 2009, maybe older, because this is from TLC, which I don't even think they're around anymore. These 2 drawers are from Lizzie and Erin, a page that I follow, her woodshop craft kits. So there's quite a few of those. Down here is a little hoard of Jenga blocks. And then just wood surfaces there. Over here, whoops, just ran into my desk, are photos that are printed ready to scrapbook, but obviously I haven't gotten there. This here is recipe cards and cooking ephemera for when I do my cooking journals that I plan to do soon. I've got little labels and vintage recipe cards here. I've got some cookbooks. And then this, I don't even, oh shoot, I'm messing up but that's what that is. Messing up my foam board shelf. And more recipe cards there. These are crates from the Dollar Tree, and I think it was last year I did my challenge to myself for junk journaling stuff. So I have my little clusters here that I made, and my tags, and these are altered, oh yeah, they are the altered playing cards. So I had challenged myself to do like so many master boards, one for each day of the month, and then I took those and made them into things. So that's what that was, just a challenge to myself. All my books, my cookbook. I actually have a 1953 one that I picked up at our Goodwill for $4. That's in my basket of whips. If you don't know what that is, work in progress or whatnot. Other cookbooks here. A dictionary, some music sheets, some folders, not folders, bags, and then some tissue paper. I even kept the packaging from the ball canning jars, and then this is actually, I don't know that I can get it out of there, but somebody had posted they seen at the grocery outlet, which is not everywhere, but they had boxes of tea, and it was Alice in Wonderland, so I had to grab that up because that's another journal I want to do. And then my vintage Scotch tape that I learned how to do on YouTube. If I can find the link for that, I will post that as well. Sorry if I got a little jumpy there. I was sitting on the floor. So I do need to get another clear basket just to make it unanimous or whatever the word is. So I've got school paper in here. I've got ledgers, receipt pages, time cards. I thought I had more time cards, but I can't find them. And notepads, and then more ledger paper here. Up here is, let's see, these are little flowers that an old friend gave to me a while back. She found them at the Goodwill Diggets, or bins. Tickets and tags in there. And then this one wouldn't fit in there. And then let's see, up on the top here, I have tart tins, and then all the back containers are flowers. And then I had all my wooden spools in a drawer, and I thought that was really a cool idea because these are actually mason like that. So I thought that was perfect. So that's where all my wood spools are at. Don't worry, guys. If you stuck with me this long, you are awesome, and we are almost done. So these are the rest of the ones that my cling stamps were in. So I did upcycle them, although I would prefer the clear containers. They're somewhat clear. So this is all my junk journaling stuff. And this is why I wanted to change the containers as well. But this is my ephemera here. And also in this one, I want to show you, along with picking up storage, in here, there are these, and normally they're like $2 for $1.25 at the dollar store, but they had them 3 this time, so I grabbed 3 packs of them, and it's perfect for all my mini ephemera, and you can fit 4 of them into one little tray. So I've got that on a few of them. There, and so we got some greeting cards here, and more ephemera, little ephemera there. And I'm not going to really, it's all labeled and whatnot. So these I bought on Temu last year, I think, and I thought they would be great for my junk journaling for putting my signatures in, and then I misplaced them. So it's always good to keep your room clean. Put your stuff away as you go. This here is more postal ephemera. It just ran out of the little containers, and this is a mishmash of ephemera. This is more postal. Photo frames and film strips. Vintage photos and coasters. And then down there, these two here are for game ephemera. And let's see, then we have mini bags, sewing ephemera, and sewing ephemera. A little bit of that. This here is also just game pieces. And then down there, so the little pouches, they have like my handmade paper, my vellum paper, my coffee dyed paper, my Kool-Aid paper, all of that. And then just rolls of paper and wallpaper. So right here is my greeting cards. They were on a shelf, but I took them down and now I have nowhere to put them. So that's one thing I need to work on. Back behind there are all my graphic 45 kits that I've purchased over the years. Some of them I got for Christmas. My metal stars, and then just picture frames and more wood surfaces there. Some glass cutting boards, more shadow boxes, and more picture frames. I'm trying to hurry because my little puppy's at the door whining. Bells, and then napkins. None of that changed. And my raffia, that was a piece that my husband did on his machine, and then just used this torch paste on it. Over here is like my Mod Podge and my Elmer's glue and stuff like that. Back there is something that a friend made me a few years ago for Christmas. I need to take it out of hiding. I made that little guy. Made two of them actually for a friend. And then my twinkle lights, and then that's a whip as well because it fell apart. All of my little golden books, and I'm telling you, there are so many. I don't know if you can see that back there. That right there over is all golden books. This is work baskets, magazines. This here is more little golden books or children's books, and some wallpaper in the Tim Holtz vellum paper, I guess is what it's called. And then right here I just have some music books and my mini little golden books and another cookbook. These guys need to go somewhere as well. I just haven't quite found the place for them. So my Reader's Digest. And then here I have like my mini albums, the blank mini albums. And then down on the bottom is just my foils and whatnot for when I do my paper dyeing project, when I'm doing coffee dyeing and whatnot. This here hasn't changed at all. It's literally the same. The faux leather and suede sheets. Page protectors, I cut them up and use them in my junk journaling. And then just random papers like this from, let's see, here down is all Christmas paper. And then the rest is just my smaller paper pads. That I might go through again. I'm not 100% sure. So then we have my closet, and that didn't change at all over the years. On the top is just the first four are Christmas, fall, Halloween, all my seasonal pieces for crafting and whatnot. And then my doilies there. And these are just surfaces that, like I have some gutters there, but that was a project I was planning on doing. Not gutters, but the drain pipes. So those are just pieces to make projects. And then my wreaths back there, also back there, my bigger surfaces. All my paper is by color or by theme. And then over here is all my Cricut materials, iron-ons and vinyls. Down here, literally all of this is whips. So now that my room is clean, this is my project. Even though some of them are Christmas or whatnot, I got to get on it because we've been doing bazaars as well. And then my last little area here is my canvases. Those, not those ones, but these ones here, my granddaughter got them for free. There was a paint and sip store that was closing, and she went over there and smiled, and the lady gave her like 3 of them for free. So anyways, that's what that is. And then last but not least is this area, which is just my t-shirts for my Cricut, and then a project I have not finished. I picked that up at Walmart on clearance and thought it was perfect for a flag. It's the galvanized tin, so you can see I have my stencil there for it. And then up on top is just my jar. I think I shared it. I picked that up at the Goodwill. I'm pretty sure the employee was stashing it because it was hidden behind stuff. It's full of doilies, full. And I just thought it was really cute jar. And then my cookie cutters for a wreath I plan on making, another whip, and just random stuff in another mason jar thing. So anyways, that was a 40-minute video. I hope that you guys got some good tips and tricks and ideas, and if you stuck with me this long, I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys' new year is starting out great. And again, thanks for stopping by, liking, commenting, subscribing. Big thumbs up, and you have a fabulous evening.